Hello, thank you for listening to the Fillet podcast. This is episode 192. I am Grant Fio here with Mike Medina.
What's up, Grant?
What's up, Mike?
It's warm here, kind of.
It's warmer in Illinois. We got our weekly weather report.
Dude, it's like 35, so for us it feels like it's 60.
Jeez. Well, yes. For you guys, that is warm.
What is the actual temperature?
That's curious. Good, Mike. You guys will be skating outside in no time.
I'm trying to go out there today. At 36.
Wow, 36? Okay.
Yeah, would you go out skating in 36
No.
weather?
If I grew up like in that, then I would do whatever I could to be able to skate in that. But being from here, if I was in 36-degree weather, I don't know how I could possibly skate.
Should I film a clip for you in the 36-degree tundra?
Yes, I think all the Skate Fillet viewers would enjoy that, Mike.
All right, I'll try.
Yes, do something. Okay, well, we have a list of topics this week, some videos, some things we want to discuss. But definitely to start off this show, I think it's very fit. We have to talk about mention Jake Phelps, obviously, as everyone knows, editor of Thrasher, has passed away this week. Tragically, very just surprisingly to I think everybody. However it happened hasn't been publicly announced, but it just was announced. It came about on social media this week to surprise of everybody. And obviously he's had a huge impact on skateboarding in general, on more skateboarders than anybody can count. And I think that we had to mention it, and that we wanted to say anybody that knew Jake or was impacted by him one way or another, that our thoughts are with you. And it's obviously tragic, and it's very sad to see anything like this happen. But I do think that it's very important and good to see the community of skateboarding come together in times like this, which I think has been very apparent in the past couple days. Even just simply going on Instagram and seeing the amount of people in the industry, different, whether it's a professional skateboarder, a photographer, a filmer, someone else that worked at Thrasher, anybody in the industry posting about Jake, and really the passion and how much Jake cared about skateboarding, which is great. And for anybody that's a skateboarder, whether like myself, I never met Jake, but seeing that someone cared so much about something that I care about as well, and every skateboarder cares about skateboarding, is great to see. And yes, so we just wanted to say that our thoughts are with anybody that's dealing with a struggle due to what happened this week.
I think that you nailed it as far as what he meant to everybody. I think that he was definitely like the hero of skating that we just never deserved, but we got him. He literally respected everyone, right? Like you've seen him in video clips with ledge guys, with stair guys, with young guys, old guys. It's just like he just respected skateboarding, right? He just loved skateboarding.
Yeah.
And I think that one thing that really, like, there was two posts in general. I think that obviously the amount of love that he got from the community and how many posts were involved and how many stories were told about him was super amazing. But there was two that stood out to me, and it was Andrew Reynolds was talking about how he said, don't skate at me, skate with me. And I think that really will like always stick with me. I've never heard that quote before, but it's like awesome, right?
Yeah.
Talking about like Stella and all that cool stuff was really cool. And then my favorite one, honestly, that the story that stood out to me the most was the Erica Yeri one, how he called her out of the blue just to tell her that she was accepted and had her place in skateboarding. Like that tells you everything about the guy, right?
Yeah, it does.
He respected skateboarding, he respects the community, and he respected everything that anyone has done for it. So, I mean, like you said, thoughts and prayers are out to anyone that was affected, anyone that's ever met him, anyone that's his family, all that shit, man. It's crazy.
Yes.
Definitely. Unexpected is the number one word I've heard used, because, I mean, who the fuck was expecting that, right? It's like he's so closely related with that brand and with everything that they do, whether it be King of the Road, whether it's the Buster Bail contest. So it's like, him not on the microphone is going to be drastically strange, in my opinion.
Yes.
And I think that we're going to miss him. And I don't think that he'll ever be forgotten. I think that everything moving forward should have that stamp of approval still, It should still be Felper approved, in my opinion.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
he was definitely almost like a spokesperson to
for sure.
really almost like the world in terms of skateboarding, especially like you mentioned his involvement. Obviously, highly involved at Thrasher, but in terms of their events with things like Buster Bale or
I
King of the
love
Road,
that.
things
I
that
love knowing what he thought was the shit. I loved that.
mhm. Yeah, he made it apparent when he was hyped on something, which is rad. Um, yeah, so thoughts and prayers again to everybody that had a relationship with Jake, and obviously, like I said, really one way or another, I would say every skateboarder is obviously affected by it because Jake's amount of love and that he had for skateboarding. Um, yeah, so we I guess we'll move into what else happened throughout skateboarding this week. Um, starting with Max Geronzi, Mike, who actually has been board sponsorless for a few years.
He's from like the bronze stuff, right?
Gronz, yeah, Gronz
Bronze.
Island.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah. I don't know
Hmm.
why I said bronze. Bronze Island. Yeah, because I learned this guy from you.
Oh, you didn't know who he was when he was on Cliche?
Not really. I'm not
Okay,
gonna lie. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So he used to be on Cliche, and then now he was just announced newest pro for Almost, which they
Almost is
announced.
still turning dudes pro, but like
eh,
day one's not even there. What is that? Like I don't know, man.
what like
Almost
Almost just
seems
feels weird.
almost feels weird for sure.
Why
I
is
still
that?
haven't
Because
fully accepted thank you either. I don't know why.
yeah.
I haven't seen a
Well,
board in
let's
person
talk
yet.
about Almost for a second. Are
Mhm.
you saying Almost feels weird to you because Haslam and Day One are gone?
Yes, that's one of the reasons. I also just again I don't see a lot of almost stuff, whether
Yeah.
it be video projects, whether it be boards in general. I guess I don't know. I don't really see that company very often anymore.
No,
I always
would agree.
I closely relate Eunice to them, and that automatically makes me give them credit, like instant credibility.
They have one of the best.
They have Eunice, bro. Like, yo, Eunice
Yeah,
is this shit, bro. Like the shit, right?
totally. I mean, I would agree. I don't know the last like Almost video project that I saw. I have no clue.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about when I saw that like on the list. I was kind of just like, what the fuck? I was trying to think of the last thing that I was like, oh yeah, that almost thing, and I was like 5-incher or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what happened after that, honestly.
All right,
Um,
Eunice happened. I mean, Eunice wasn't in like he was huge
Eunice is
impact.
so good.
Yeah,
Totally.
for
Um,
sure.
it's actually cool.
Was
I
he
mean, this could
Belgian?
Eunice. Yeah, he might be. Yeah,
I
I
think
feel
he's
like I've seen him in
Belgian.
a Belgium soccer jersey or something,
Interesting.
but I
Yeah,
don't
that
know
guy's
for
the
sure.
shit.
But yeah, I was gonna say in terms of almost doing things. I mean, obviously having Geronzi's definitely a good help
That's a
because
good
Max.
look.
Yeah, and I mean, in their post about him, like welcoming him, they talk about how he's such close friends with Eunice. So
Word.
being able to do stuff with Max and Eunice would be super rad for them.
Yeah, that's a
And
good
that
look.
dude
Those two
Max,
trips.
his skates super good. He's been doing like Gron's Island is like his thing, which
And
is
it
like
seems to have a pretty good following, right?
it
Like,
does. Yeah, like when
yeah,
those videos drop on Thrasher, they people get hyped.
for sure.
So he's doing his thing. I'm sure it's a good move for almost.
That's the one that KB was in with like the blunt slide, right? The front
Yeah.
blunt. Yeah.
Yeah, KB did that line. He half cat flipped up a curb, like going backside at it, and then alley backside flipped over the hubba.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So sick. Yeah.
That's tight.
Um, what did you? There was something you said you just watched that you were psyched on.
That was Psych Town?
I thought so. Oh, you talked about the pop shove at Crook in Plazacation.
Oh, Plazacation was dummy, bro. Those four, like, talk about three dudes, right? If you're gonna send them to a plaza, like, pick three, and those are probably on majority
Yes,
of dudes'
Luan,
top five.
Carlos Ribeiro, and Yuri Ficini.
Yuri is the all-star of it, and that is saying so fucking much. Like, dude, what? Like, you can literally break them down by skater and what they do in it, and you can be easily impressed with all three, right?
Totally.
Yuri snapped, my friend.
I
That
think
dude is a
Yuri,
fucking beast.
out of those three, Yuri has like all I don't know how to say it, almost like the most
Power.
unconventional ledge tricks.
Power, dude.
Like his
Power.
crazy, like weird hard flip, like fakey hard flip to grinds and whatever that he can do. It's just like
Mhm.
people don't really do that.
I'm stoked on Yuri. I have been for a minute now, huh?
Yeah, there was. Yeah, you know what I noticed? There was that like I feel like almost every like regular switch fakie nollie varial flip was done in this edit.
Damn, every stance of aerial flip.
It might. I should go back and check, but there's for sure Yuri did a nollie one over a bench, and I think Carlos maybe did a
Interesting.
switch one over the bench, and I think Yuri did it like down the set, a regular varial flip down the set over the trash can.
Interesting.
They were doing varial flips. Um, Dude, Luan, ollie up on that ledge and then
Wow.
back three with the bump
Oh, I
was
loved that. The
so
backside flip
pop.
over was just as good too.
Yeah, yeah. As you would expect the Luan backside flip to be.
That guy's the shit, man. And it's like, I don't know, the setups are always so cool looking. Luan's
You know,
style
he
cool.
has his feet and then he like spins them and then pop.
I
It's like
think
a
it
real
looks
like
so cool. It's like this weird timing thing that he does. He like times it perfect with where he's about to pop.
yeah. No, I know what you mean. It's like his
So
feet aren't
cool.
set up and then he moves them in and pops at the same time. It's like it like
It's,
gives him this like snap power.
and it's just
Like
the most perfect thing.
it's weird.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah,
Oh
this
man.
video was heavy. If you haven't seen Plazacation, that's a definite. Just fucking type that one into YouTube because that one's sick, dude.
I would hope that this is gonna be a series.
Yuri's the shit, man.
They need to send these three to some other plazas.
He does. Oh yeah, what Grant was talking about is there's Yuri does pop shove crooked ground on a wall rail, and that's a weird one to even try, right? Let
Yeah,
alone
that
make.
is so weird.
Yeah,
You gotta have a pretty pop shove to handle that one.
no shit.
Yeah, that was so random. But
Plazacation though, probably my favorite video project of the week. I wasn't expecting.
dude, it was just randomly dropped. I didn't know that
Hammered.
trip
There's
happened.
no sleeper tricks in there.
Oh, definitely not. No. I would love to see.
Is it a Nike thing?
No, Nike. I mean, they could have
Those are
paid for
all
them
Nike dudes, though, right?
Yeah, I
for
mean,
sure.
I wouldn't be shocked if they like paid for them to go there, but it wasn't like Nike presents Plazacation and there was
Who
no logo.
presented it? Who did?
It was just on
present it?
Thrasher. It was just Plazacation.
Oh, Thrasher. Okay, that's kind of the
Yeah,
question, I guess.
yeah, it was released on Thrasher, but
Word.
Nike posted about it though because it's three of their
Yeah,
dudes.
I mean, shit, dude. 3 other dudes just
They
snapped.
better be. The video was crazy.
Yeah, and you know what else I realized from the videos? I'd never really realized how fast Carlos skates.
Oh, I didn't
He was
think
hauling
about that,
ass. He was hauling ass in there
really?
quite a few times. But I think at the same time, though, right? Like, say you're on a sesh with Luan and Yuri, who notably always skate
Luan
fast.
skates so fast.
Luan skates dummy fast. Like, that shit is just weird, man. Especially for how much ledge he skates.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean?
he skates, dude. I
Like,
always think about
he'll
this
grind a whole ledge.
when I've been fortunate to go to the finals night for Battle at the Barracks a couple times when Luan's been in it.
Oh, that's gotta be
And the
so
way they
cool.
have it like boxed off, there's like the bank, and people will like go just barely go up the bank and like kick turn or something. But Luan always drops in from the top of the bank, which is like crazy because you'll be going pretty fast, and there's not like you can't just roll forever to slow down. Like there's whatever like barriers around it, you know. And he skates so fast.
I was at Street League Chicago when he backside flipped over the entire ledge.
I remember that clip.
And it was so wacky to see that shit because he hadn't even tried that. He did it in practice he ollied over it a few times, and then like I think the run before that, I think he back 180'd over it, and then all of a sudden just the next try was just a perfect backside flip.
He's so good at backside flips.
Jesus Christ, that guy's the shit.
Oh man, he
I
needs
remember. Do you remember his welcome to Nike where it's like P-Rod calling him?
Yeah, Pirard was in it. Pirard was at his park like on the phone with Luan, and then it's like, was Luan in Brazil or was he in LA or something?
I don't remember. I just remember
He was
like,
probably in Brazil.
like
But yeah, I remember
like a gazelle or some shit.
I remember Pirard being in his park like on the phone with him.
That's so funny.
Do you remember before Nike got Luan, the one was on Globe? That's crazy to think about.
For sure. Luan,
Globe and flip was like that was a thing though.
Yeah, Luan's part. He's wearing those big fatty globes the whole time.
I'm
pretty sure it was like David that helped him get hooked up there or something, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, they had David on Globe and Flip. Appleyard was on Globe and Flip. Point. And then Louis was on Globe and Flip. And Luan.
Damn, oh wow, Louis was on Globe. Oh my god, you're right.
Louis was on Globe when he was a kid.
Oh my god, I forgot all about that. That is insane. He was there for like a long time
For a
too.
while, yeah.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
remember when he left, he had in some interview he said like he didn't leave for Converse. Like he didn't know who he was gonna skate for.
he just left.
He just left.
Interesting. That says a lot, man.
And here he is.
What about you know who I was thinking about recently? Like just totally sponsorless, amazing skateboarder is fucking Seva. He has no shoes and no boards, huh?
Yeah, no shoe, no board.
That's wild. That guy's like one of the most notable skateboarders. Everyone knows who Seva is, right?
Yeah. I mean, for sure people know of him. I don't I mean, I'm never obviously gonna deny his crazy skill, but Seva isn't somebody that I'm gonna like go watch
Yeah, but
skate.
I think to a lot of other people, that he is. Me neither, personally. I think he's the shit, but like, I mean, it's not really my type of skating, I guess. So it's like
Yeah.
I've never done a hard flip nose grind, nollie late flip out. Never done a nollie late flip in my entire life. So it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he's the shit though. I like the way he does his flat ground tricks a lot.
He pops him really hard and stomps him.
Mm-hmm. And I
For
was like,
sure.
it's weird how he like how windy his tray flips and three shoves are.
Yeah, I don't know who does that.
They're just like
But
whirlwinds, man.
who do you think Seva would skate for?
I don't know, blind, dude. That's what I thought. Shit. I'm
I
not
know him leaving blind is like I don't know unless
sure.
unless he was on Thank You.
Thank you could work. I could see that.
I don't know what Thank You wants to be, so
Jeez, I could actually see that. That actually doesn't sound that far fetched to me, Grant, for you just like throwing that shit out there.
it could be possible.
I mean, it doesn't sound like horrible, right? Like if Seva ends up at Thank You, would you be like, oh yeah, that's fucking weird? No, you'd be like, oh,
No, I
okay.
wouldn't. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I think isn't he on Grizzly?
No, I went on his Instagram recently and he has blank boards and he stickers them, but there was specifically remember there being a mob sticker.
Mob. That's
I
what
think
I'm
it was for
thinking right
Tampa or something. I don't know how I saw that, um, but I also saw I think maybe it was in that Thrasher interview with Tori. They were talking about Tori was saying like Day One isn't on Grizzly. Like it's not like he wants
now. Just
everyone on Thank You
Grizzlies.
to be on Grizzly, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, but I'm sure Day One probably skates Grizzly.
why? Then
What
why
else
wouldn't he
would he
just skate for them then? Probably skates Mob or something.
It probably doesn't.
Mob or Jessup.
Jessup is
I
the
can't
weird.
skate Jessup. I have
I
no
like
issue with like that company or something, but that grip tape is too slippery for me.
yeah,
I
I'm
don't
a
know how
mob
people could
guy now.
kickflip with it. I feel like your foot just shoots out.
No, hell no. It's great for kickflips, dude.
That feels too slick.
Mm-mm.
That's
That
what
mob shit.
you skate, Mike?
Typically, but now I skate mob because I'm switching over, trying to try some new shit.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I am, but I just grabbed it. I just didn't really.
You didn't really care.
Yeah.
We're already kind of talking about skaters that we like. You texted me the other day about if I could have a top 5 favorite skaters and we could like see who's on both of our lists. So this morning, I I thought to myself, I sat down, and I thought, who are my favorite skateboarders?
I feel like we should have it like current skateboarders because I feel like the age gap might destroy this.
Okay, yeah, I mean mine are all current, but so
Yeah,
that
that's
won't
fine.
reflect you.
I think that's fair. I think we can
Okay,
have it as current since we are a current up to date
show.
skateboard publication.
Yes. Uh, obviously, this goes without being said. Number one, Ishod Ware.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Should we go back to like who's on yours? Let's go. We each say a person.
God, I didn't write it down. I'm sure you did.
I did because I thought of it this morning. I could just read mine and we'll go from there. I wrote Ishod Ware, Austin Gillette, Trevor Colden, Louis Lopez, Sibo Walker, and Tom Knox. I thought of 6. I think Mike said 5, but those were like what came to my mind this morning, and I was like, I'm just reading 6.
I think 3 of those are pretty comparable, especially Ishod and
Louis. Who's the third?
Louis. Well, I don't know. All those dudes are sick. I don't really watch Austin footage like you do, though.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. I think Cookie Colburn is for sure on
Oh,
my list.
okay.
That's what I watch Cookie footage a lot to like go skate.
That's what I thought about when I was making this list. Like, who do I look up like to get psyched on skating?
Sure, I think that's
And it's
fair.
those people.
Trying to think of like shit that I watch before I go skate now. I feel like that's pretty
Would
good.
you, Mike? Would you say K-Walks is in your list?
Oh, I do like Kyle Walker.
Because I was gonna say you get psyched on Kyle.
I love Kyle Walker, dude. He's so sick. I like him because he's like 5'2" and he doesn't look like he's gonna grind the biggest rail you've ever seen in your life, and then he goes and does it.
It's true. He did grind. He grinded the biggest
He's
rail.
a little guy. He's a little ass dude, man.
Yeah.
He's not out there in fucking sweat compression shorts with compression shirts and shit like Najera is.
Did you see Wrecking Ball dress up as
Dude. And he was calling it Sinners Park. And that was like low key the best part about it is that he kept calling it Sinners Park, dude. I love that shit.
Oh man, he's so funny.
Yeah, that guy's a fucking riot, man.
That's one of the best things he's done so far.
Yeah, and he said, "I found the only manual pad at Sinners Park."
You know,
fucking hilarious, dude.
Oh, so good.
That guy definitely has evolved, right? Like Jesus Christ. Do you remember when I'm pretty positive you put me onto his shit on this show, like live on the show.
Really?
Like, oh, you've never heard of Wrecking Ball? And I was like, no, dude. I'm like pretty positive. It may have not been live. It may have just been us like talking or whatever, but
yeah, that's funny.
I'm like pretty positive you were the one.
I mean, yeah, he definitely has because he doesn't even really do Manny Busters barely anymore.
Yeah, and that was like his only thing for a while. You know what I mean? And then
which is cool that he's found other stuff, but I still want some Manny Busters.
Yeah, they're hilarious. The whole fucking Danny Way story too, like dude, he's kind of legendary for that. That's ridiculous.
That is hilarious.
It's one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
And he started like measuring the angle of his board.
Fucking skateboarding legend losing his fucking mind, cussing and deleting posts.
The crazy thing is like how bummed that like Danny Way or some of those
people. I love when they get pissy. I like when they get so
I don't know why they care that much.
Oh, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. I mean, look at the way Chris did it. He completely flipped it.
Chris
Roberts. Like there was a
Oh yeah. Yeah, Chris had the best response to it ever.
Mm-hmm. The nose
he
plow.
Posted him that he snowplowed the whole ledge. Walked away all funny, posted it, didn't even tag him, didn't say anything, just posted it. And he got his attention. He got everyone's attention. Dude, everybody knew what he was talking about without saying a single word. Oh, that really might go down as the funniest when he has and it says like with green screen technology, he's like flexing on Chris.
It would be so easy.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
That's so good. Stevie Perez,
Flaco
too.
Like 8 minutes or some shit. What was it? 6 minutes?
6 minutes. Yeah.
Jeez, it's like 6 minutes of pretty much the entire time skating too.
Yeah. There wasn't too much like B-roll or random stuff going on.
A ton, dude. It was just a ton of footage, man.
What'd you think?
I mean, I like Flaco. I think he's tight. I don't think that anything was in bad taste. I think he had good trick selection, a ton of them. Right? Like, I mean, obviously we got his front feebles and we got the backsmiths that we expected from him, but like he definitely did a shitload of tricks at a shitload of spots.
You think it would have been better if it was cut down a little more, or you liked it 6 minutes?
It definitely felt long as fuck, but at the same time, it's like, how are we gonna hold that against him? Yeah. Westgate just dropped a 6 minute long part, and all he got was nothing but praise from me.
That's true. That's true. But I mean, there's definitely people that make a case of a 3 to 4 minute part with just the absolute best tricks. Like they would rather see that. It didn't bug me that it was 6 minutes, but if someone was making that case, I would understand their point.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, what I enjoyed about it was, I mean, number one, I think Stevie just looks good on a skateboard. Like he's one of those people that just looks sick.
Mm-hmm.
And him, when I think of like why I like to watch Stevie Perez skate, it's because he's like he just flows around and like his lines are cool. And this part was like a lot of fun, like cool looking lines with sick tricks. But I just like when Stevie does lines.
Yeah,
and there was a ton of lines. I mean, it was 6 minutes. Obviously, there's going to be lines. I thought both the songs were super sick. I was hyped on that second song, and then it definitely got pretty heavy towards the end. He K-flip front 50. That like it was probably like a 10 rail or something.
Yeah, that's insane.
Which is pretty nuts. His lines at DWP, the benches during the day were super sick. He killed it. I think Stevie and VX also is fitting, personally.
Yeah, I just overlook that shit now.
Yeah.
I just realized that some people just really like it.
They do. Some people love it.
It.
Some people. Mike, did you hear actually about that? Whatever, like this new mic. It's like the VX mic, but you could put it on other. It somehow like attaches to other cameras.
Damn, that's sick. That microphone is good.
Yeah, they watched. I randomly saw this on YouTube. It popped up, and I saw the title. I was like, "Whoa, that's interesting." It was on the barracks.
Like case that like most of the VX dudes make. They're like, "Oh, with the microphone and the fish."
Yeah, the audio sounds super good. Which it was like a barracks thing. I was like, "Well, that sounds crazy. Like, I want to see what it's like." And it was just Chase was filming. Who was it? Tony Tave skating the barracks, and they would film clips with and without the mic, like the VX mic. And it actually sounded like, I mean, it really does sound like a VX, at least to me. Like, it was pretty crisp. Like it's like that loud pop sound, you know, like when they snap and stomp their trick.
Talking about.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if that's something that'll like take off, or like people that were filming VX, like that's what they were hyped on. Now they're like, oh,
I think that if it's good and it's
I mean, it sounded good to me, but there's also like the people that are super into filming VX or whatever, super into all that stuff. Maybe to them, like, oh, that's whack or something. But
whatever. But I also feel like most camera dudes, right, are all about like technology and shit too. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like all the camera dudes I know love like new shit and red cameras, and they're just like, you know, pretty just intrigued.
To me, whenever I've seen like skateboarding on a red camera, I feel like it just looks kind of like bland.
What about Flat Earth?
I don't rewatch the Flat Earth.
Me neither. I've rewatched Jamie and Mike Paluzzi though.
I love Paluzzi's part, but I love his skating in it, and not that to take away from, like, I think it's sick that Ty Evans does what he wants to do, but to me, like, I'm just not going to go back and watch a part with like that type of music because I'm not that into it. Yeah, I did on iTunes.
So you just
I'm not bummed I bought it.
Use?
I probably watched, yeah, but I watched Paluzzi's part a couple other times.
You watched it one time?
All the way through, yeah.
Damn, that seems crazy. Even I've watched it more than that.
But I mean, I've gone back and watched Paluzzi's part. Right? I probably watched Jamie's part again, like when he won Sodi or something.
Randomly buy shit.
I mean, it's cool to buy skate videos.
It is very cool to buy skate videos.
Give skateboarders some money. Nothing wrong with that.
I have Plan B True. I bought Plan B True, and then it was.
I have Plan B True on my iTunes too, which is so random.
It was on Netflix like a week later, dude. I remember talking about that shit with Drew, and we were like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, random! It was on Netflix. Like, how did that happen?
I don't know. It happened quick. Like the video, like just came out, and that shit was on Netflix.
Was it that fast?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Like, did you watch Spitfire Two Stroke?
Mm-hmm.
With one of our favorites, Bobby DeKaiser.
That's another one that probably could be a Skate Fillet top 5 favorite, maybe.
We both really as far as mutual, yeah, we both love him.
Did you know that those like nipple things are like how the fucking graphic gets put on wheels? It was just like,
yeah, I have seen that before.
Those boobs. I've never seen that thing, man.
I've never
seen that. It just doesn't even make sense that these like boobies can just go boom out on the wheel and all of a sudden it just has a graphic. Crazy. I've never seen that shit
pretty
before.
Nice.
I thought
it was cool that they put that in there.
Yeah, it was awesome. And that Spitfire wheel graphic is cool as hell.
Oh, it's so sick.
And the skating for it was great.
Yeah, what'd you think of the way it was filmed? And
it was like high 8 or some shit?
I don't know what it was.
Yeah, it was like some old timey looking ass footage, I guess. But Bobby's weird like that. He likes that kind of weird shit.
Like it was fitting to you. It didn't seem.
Yeah, it seemed very fitting. That's the right word to use. Like I wasn't taken back by it one bit because it was Bobby. Had it been like maybe like a dentist video project, I'd have been like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? But like
Yeah.
it was
No, I
fun.
agree. It was like
Bobby's mad
Bobby and his
artsy.
homies were probably
It
into that,
was
and that's
super
cool.
artsy. Like it's all good.
Yeah.
It was fitting, as you would say.
Yeah. The skating in it was rad.
Yeah, it was great. It was exactly what we
I'm sure to Bobby it was like just him cruising.
Bobby in a beanie looks kind of weird. I wasn't expecting that. Like a different guy.
That's funny.
But Bobby wearing Chucks is tight.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Remember when he was on DC?
Yep. DeKaisered.
No, it was defunct.
Defunct.
Bobby de Kaiser and T-Funk came out at the same time. DeKaisered. T-Funk just has no part of the title.
I made myself laugh with that dub.
I just remember like him. I was so psyched on that when that came out. That's when I first heard of him.
Yeah,
I remember like this dude on DC is just so random.
And they blew up.
That video, yeah,
it
put him on the map totally. And then he had that manual 2-up thing at the barracks where he did back three nose manny.
I still think of him, and I would closely relate him to that specific clip.
The back three nose manny?
All the Bobby D footage I've seen and reviewed and talked about with you on this show, I always relate to him just to that one specific clip before all.
I don't know if anyone else has done that.
Dude, he does it. He reverts out too, right?
Yeah, he did it to straight and
yeah. The one to straight looks way better.
Yeah, straight's crazier, but both are psycho, obviously.
Back three nose man, he's fucking wild. Imagine having that trick like that you can balance it on your front truck.
I don't know how that's. Yeah, that's insane. You know what I think of when I think of Bobby a lot? Like one specific trick is in Purple. I think it's like when his song switches. He at Pulaski, he back threes over the ledge.
Oh, that's awesome! I know exactly.
Like right when always and then whips it, and he lands, and then he backside power sides into the ledge, and it's so sick.
Yeah, that guy's awesome.
It like slow-mos, and then I think it switches, but you still hear the audio like when he power slides into the ledge and like clicks. It's so tight.
I watched that. It was sick. It definitely was fitting.
Yeah,
and the wheels look fucking rad.
Mm-hmm.
And now I know that paint boobs give you wheel graphics.
I'm surprised you've never seen that.
I've never seen that shit, dude. I mean, jeez. Not all of us are fortunate enough to get walking tours of deluxe.
Oh, I haven't even seen it when I've been there, though. I've just seen it in like clips like this.
I'm just talking shit.
Illegal Civilization 3 was released, and it was actually posted. There was somebody on YouTube. Someone posted it on YouTube that had bought it, and they didn't. According to them, their reason for posting it was because they weren't too happy with their purchase. And I randomly, it just popped up like recommended. I was like, why is this on YouTube? Like, I would not have expected it to be on YouTube, and I would have expected it to get deleted if it was. But it's still on there as far as I know. I watched it. My takeaways, I can't say anything about Ryder because the person that posted it had to like get rid of his song to post it. And I decided that I'm not going to watch that part without the song because I cannot watch skateboarding with no sound, with no music and no skate sounds.
I'll tell you right now, the soundless part was the best part of the whole video.
You think Ryder had best part?
I definitely think Ryder had best part.
Wow.
And I manned up and I fucking struggled through that shit and I got through it and I was like, damn, this dude snapped.
He skates really good. Like I want to watch his part.
Is he the guy from mid-90s, right? The camera guy?
Yeah, yep.
Okay, word.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
For us 30-year-olds, we're not sure who these Ryder guys are and all these.
Did you watch the video all the way through?
I did.
Was there anyone else you were hyped on, or like what other thoughts did you have?
I think Aramis is a fucking Jesus Christ. He needs to calm the fuck down.
In terms
Dude's
of
trying to fight everybody the whole goddamn video. My God, so aggressive. His skateboarding is great though. He's super sick.
So well.
Owen, what does he do at the fucking Hollywood?
He did backside flip on LA High. That was insane.
Oh man, that was fucking cool.
That was sick.
Yeah, that was really cool. It was one of my favorite things.
Because a handful of friends and I watched it at the same time, but not together. but like the
And they
same
all
night.
were like stoked on that. That clip
And
is
I texted,
sick.
I like skipped over Ryder's part, like I said, because I want to watch it when I can watch it properly. And
Mm-hmm.
I remember Olin's back to flip happening at like 10 minutes, and I texted, I was like, that's the best trick that's happened so far.
It's probably the best trick in the video.
I mean, it was sick, but that barley grind that Zach Saraceno did was psycho.
Yeah, I mean, the whole video is tight. It's just, I feel like, okay, in my personal opinion, maybe I'm just fucking old. I don't know. In my personal opinion, I feel like it was felt a bit rushed.
Like it
It
just
felt
wasn't ready to come
it
out.
wasn't ready to come out. It felt a bit like it didn't feel completed.
To
Especially
me,
for how much like description fucking that Mikey dude like talked about how much effort he puts into everything and blah blah blah. It sure as hell I didn't get that vibe at all. I thought it was getting like there was other parts of it where it almost felt like he was trying to like ride the mid 90s wave, so to speak, where like they're just talking about shit. I'm just like, I
yeah,
mean,
there was
did
definitely
anyone
just
ask for
random.
that? We asked for a skate video with like hijinks and shit. I don't know if we necessarily wanted to watch you guys sit around and talk about your like you can do that, right? Like you can release that. It sounds like a sick interview to watch. I'm not hating, but I wasn't expecting to click a skate video and see some interview shit in it for sure.
Yeah, I mean, to
Not that I
me,
mean, it was a cool idea. I just think that in a skate video kind of didn't make sense in my
it didn't
opinion.
make sense too. Yeah, to me, the thing that I didn't, that I mean, surprised me, like you were saying, is that it almost didn't feel done. Was to me, it was like, okay, these are these IC people. I'm familiar with them. Here I'm gonna get a part that's gonna like define Kevin White,
Yep.
which to me didn't happen. It was like his footage. He didn't have that much footage in there. I know that he posted he's like filming and working on stuff, so there has to be something else. But to me, it was like, why this video's been teased so much? Like, why isn't this the part that Kevin White is like going hard for or whatever, or like has
Especially because
all
it
his
was like
footage in it?
yeah, especially because it was also essentially like a launching of their brand as a skate brand, as like a hard goods board brand. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't know. I didn't get that vibe one fucking bit, man.
Standout to me was for sure Zach Saraceno. His skating looks very good in my opinion. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I would agree. There was just some stuff in there that was kind of random to me. But I think maybe like the kids that are like super hyped on IC, maybe they expect that or want that. I don't know. But like footage of concerts or like
Dude,
them
yeah, I was
talking
just
to
like,
Lil Wayne
what?
in Beebles Park, like that's like to me personally, I just don't like care kind of, like I just want to watch the skating.
Yeah, especially
Um,
because you clicked on it to watch a skate video, and that's kind of not what we got.
yeah, I mean, there's definitely some other stuff, but you could also make the case like it's their video, they can do whatever they want, and they can, and that's cool. Like I mean, they definitely do their skate videos differently than other companies. Is it like my taste? Am I going to go back and watch it? No, but they did their thing, and I do think that there's to an extent like the kids that are psyched on it maybe have expectations for that type of stuff in their videos. So maybe their reaction would be a little different.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my
I
take
mean, the
on
whole video is on
Beatles stuff.
YouTube if you want to go watch it and have an opinion for yourself.
Yeah, I mean it's out there. I don't know. I would imagine that IC or someone
You
would
know,
see that they would see it and take it down. But at least at the moment, I guess it's there.
Yep.
What do we got here? We have Diego Najera, colorway of the Adidas Sabalo.
Sabalo. It's
Mike,
a
this was
whole
brought
new profile, right? That's the thing that the number one point that we need to make, I suppose.
new silhouette, new
Yeah.
shoe. They're launching with Diego's colorway.
I like that. I think that's cool, and I think it's fitting, and I think they chose a good dude to do it with.
Yes.
I also heard some really strange like rumors that he's not very hyped on Prim and isn't skating on a lot of Prim trips.
That he hasn't been going on trips?
Yeah.
Huh.
So I'm interested and curious to see if that is a thing.
Was he in the JB edit at all?
Can't remember. So I
I
honestly
don't
don't.
think he was. I watched the edit a couple times. I don't think Diego's in that.
Curious, especially with
Huh.
Shane's brand launching very soon.
Oh.
Curious.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Mike, was your understanding that this was his pro shoe when you
Yeah,
first
that's what
saw
I
it?
thought. I completely took it under the impression that that was his pro shoe, that they were giving him an all new shoe, which I
Okay, yeah.
still thought was a good idea.
The only thing that I thought that was weird, I mean, okay, again, to say
They rumored
it's
that his shoe for what since the 3ST was even before the 3ST was released.
well, what did they do to rumor it?
Well, that was like not they rumored it. Those were like the rumors that the 3ST was going to be his pro shoe, and then it didn't end
Oh
up being.
yeah, I mean, he was like basically, at least in my opinion, the first dude that was skating that shoe, like in
Yeah,
footage.
well, that was like if you go on Slap and shit, that people were saying like, "Oh, this is that's the prototype. That's the fucking
Yeah.
one." Yeah,
But the thing that I thought would have been weird, like Diego, they obviously used him to push the whole 3ST thing,
he's
but
so
he hasn't had like, if you think like Nikel's had so many colorways, like it would have just
every
kind of
color.
been random to me for Diego to already have his own whole shoe without having like more colorways or something.
I didn't think it would be random. I think that for Adidas to want to move forward and have this huge fucking fan base, especially the Latin American fan base, which they're Adidas. They want that. They want to keep that. I think that would have made sense for sure. But the fact that they're doing it with a colorway and launching it as a pro colorway, I think is just as sick. Not just as sick, but is
That's
also
pretty rad that they're doing it like that.
like you don't really
And I
see that
think
very often. You always see it the other way around. Like the shoe comes out and then a couple months later, a dude gets a pro colorway of the shoe, right? You never see it the other way around.
the 3ST, the slip-on one, was pretty much launched with Nikel, like with his
Yeah, with the
FA.
roses, right? Oh no, FA.
No, with the white with the like teal blue slip-on one.
Was it? No, it
It,
was
that I
launched
mean,
with the beige shit.
yeah, I mean, I don't remember if that one came out first, but they came out like
It
super close to each other. Like
The
it
beige
wasn't like Nikel's was months later.
No, the beige one came out way before. That one was like in pre-orders and shit. Nickel was in like the next season.
Was it really that far
Yeah.
off?
I don't know if it was that far off, like in terms of months or years or whatever, but I'm pretty like I know for sure the beige one came out quite a bit before, dude.
Okay.
That's for sure, for sure.
Um, yeah, congrats to Diego though. I mean, for sure Diego's
I think
somebody
they
that
look
should be
tight.
getting colorways.
Grown on me, dude. They've grown on me. I would wear that shit.
What, Diego's?
Yeah, I think they look tight. Do you want to
Yeah,
know
it's
what's
cool to
something
see.
really funny? So, our homie Kyle at fucking Adidas, right? This
Yeah.
is what probably a year and a half or so ago. I talked to him about like the shoes that I like, the Dennis Business, the Sambas, all that shit. And this is like right when the 3STs were coming out or had just come out. And he was like, if you think those are crazy, wait until you see the rest of the stuff we have coming out. And he was not fucking kidding even a little bit, right? Like they're way out there from everything else, dude.
Yeah.
Like you don't see Nike shoes that look like Adidas shoes, and you don't see New Balance shoes that look like Adidas shoes, but you
Yeah,
also see,
Adidas is I mean,
yeah,
yeah, no, I agree. They're doing their thing very good.
I like it. I think
They're
originality in
doing new
skateboarding
and
is
different
always
stuff. Yeah.
appreciated.
Yeah.
And I think that they have the right dudes wearing them to make them look sick.
That's what I was gonna say of why I think Diego's a good dude to like have colorways and like his own shoe probably down the line is because I think he has a lot of influence over kids, over
Fuck
people.
yeah.
Especially like I think a lot of people think that he like looks sick, like they think he dresses
Yeah.
cool and just looks cool and has this
Yeah.
whole like thing going on with him, which I think is important. Obviously, when you're going to be giving somebody like putting their name on a shoe,
Literally putting their name on it. You know what I mean? Like
especially
it's
with
on the
that shoe, like
side of the fucking shoe.
it is not like not that that's whack to have it like on the tag or on the tongue or something, but
Mhm.
Diego's name is like on that shoe.
Yeah, I think that's sick.
Yeah, which is tight. Yeah, they're showing it off.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
just am a
that's
huge Diego fan. I think he rips.
oh he skates so good,
Mm-hmm.
so good. What else do we got on here? We have Ethan Loy at a Raw Ams part.
That was really good.
Dude, super good.
Hey, he snapped.
It was I mean,
Hurricane
I've been
grind.
familiar again with him for a while, and he had good footage in Peace, and then it's kind of crazy to already drop something else this crazy, like only a few months later. Um, he must be really out skating, filming a bunch.
I
His
mean, that's the
skating
cool
was
part.
sick. That long hurricane grind on the ledge was
Yeah,
so
that's
tight.
what I definitely got my
I
favorite.
tripped out on that. Like people do tech stuff on that. Like
You
people
do that trick really good.
oh, thank you. But that's crazy
You're
because
welcome.
that ledge he did on is tall.
I don't know how you fucking guys do hurricane grinds on ledges. That's just weird.
I mean, the type of ledge he did it on is like a good because it's kind of
feel like
thin
it's
like that. So your
like it's
wheels
just
are on the other side.
I'm gonna go flying.
That's fun.
Just go
Dude,
fucking.
he
toss it.
skated super cool though. Like
Yeah.
definitely pretty unique, like original trick selection.
Yeah, he's awesome.
At like spots that we see people skate, and then he was skating like random spots too,
I
which
thought
is
it was
always
sick.
like,
Can we talk about Frog now?
yes, we could talk about Frog.
I
I'm surprised you want to talk about Frog that bad.
just want to talk about my boy
Antonio?
Antonio.
Yeah,
Wow,
I figured.
motherfucker. Jeez. It's literally a mini Antonio part we got, dude. Are you kidding? Dude, it's so much footage in this shit.
He needs to go pro.
The dude is insane. He's insane. He's literally snapping, man.
He doesn't slow down.
He watches the whole thing. I don't know who are the other guys in it.
Mango's in it. Jesse Alba. I don't remember.
All right,
There's a
so what's
couple
cool
other.
about it, right, is those guys also completely snapped. Like you're not disappointed by their footage. However, all you're doing is waiting for Antonio to come back on the screen.
That's how you felt?
Don't fuck yeah. Absolutely.
No, I think that's a fair because yeah, you're right. The other dudes, like there was sick stuff in there all around.
This dude is in his prime. He is changing things. He's better than everyone else, dude.
He has some of the most pop.
Ooh, the frontside flip over the rail. Oh
Dude.
man.
His no slide tail slide on the thing that was like neck high.
No slide tail slide fucking what do you call it?
How did he do that?
Banana slide shove it, dude.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I knew you were gonna laugh. The banana slide. He did possibly tallest banana slide.
Has to be the most popped banana slide.
That's the best trick name. Oh man,
I love that fucking episode where you call it the fucking banana slide.
I'm telling you, that's what it's called.
Even talking about that did one. I don't even remember. I just remember you being like,
like which banana slide we're talking about,
and being like, banana slide.
I wonder which banana slide it was because it doesn't happen.
I don't remember. I honestly don't.
One that I do remember, Tom K in his skate metal part from last year.
Was it that maybe?
No, it could have been. He does a kickflip banana slide, like backside.
It feels
as
like
in kickflip back tail type of.
Yeah, okay, in my opinion, I want to say it was like a Ryan Lay part.
Dude, I don't know.
Why? I don't know why, but that's what my head is telling me. My brain is telling
me. Was it?
I honestly don't know.
Not for the banana slide, but for the Mike. Was it Ryan Lay or was it Ryan Townley that did the front board on the spiked rail?
Oh, I think it was. Oh God, I don't know, but now you're putting me on the spot with that one.
Well, but that was in Edney's video, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, then it was Lay. It was Ryan Lay. Dude, that was nuts.
Yeah, that was insane. It's absurd to even want to try that. What a psycho. Jordan Maxim with cheese, like do frontside board slide on it?
That's what Ryan Lay did, was front board. But Jordan did something, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan did something.
Maxim with cheese, baby.
Mike, what do you think of the Frog Blazers?
What was that quote that you said? I've been standing in line forever and I'm the only skateboarder here.
Yeah. Somebody said that on Instagram.
I think
those shoes are crazy.
Fitting of the shoes. They're crazy. They're nuts, but I bet you those sneakerhead motherfuckers are all lining up right now.
Yeah, they're dropping. Yeah, they're like.
You know who made them look really sick?
Who?
Antonio Doral.
Antonio Doral. Oh, you know what I forgot to say? Did you see when Nike posted that video was out? Costin commented like right away. It was like, none of these dudes are on Frog. And then Antonio replied, and he was like, Nike asked me, bro, I had to go, or something like that. And then Costin commented again, and he was like, except Alba's son and Mango or something. Because, like, everyone else was just, like, homies. Like, the thing, I mean, obviously he was just messing around. It was, like, Frog and friends or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it is kind of funny. Like, we're talking about how, to both of us, the standout dude was Antonio, and he doesn't skate for Frog.
Not to both of us, to everyone who watched this shit, dude.
But I do think it's important, like you said, like, those other dudes did have sick footage in there.
Antonio is so fucking tight, man.
He's a madman.
He's like our generation's Gino, man. He's just all style and substance all in one.
He skates spots differently than anybody else because not many people have the pop that he has.
No one does. No one's got that fucking Antonio pop right now.
Dude, I don't know.
He does a nose slide pretzel on some shit that literally is up to his shoulders.
Yeah, that was one of the sickest things he's done.
Okay.
He's so sick.
Yeah, he's awesome.
All right, well, that's all we got on this list, Mike.
That's cool. We got to end it with my favorite, so that's fine.
With your boy Antonio.
He's the best one.
He's one of the best. We'll be back next week, episode 193. Hit us up. If there's anything we didn't watch, anything you want us to discuss.
I think we watched everything.
This week I think we did a good job.
Oh, there was a Eric Dresden video of him with OJ wheels skating and shit. That was cool, I guess.
Oh, I didn't.
It wasn't a spit video, but it was still sick.
All right.
Skate Bones?
Mike.
Who said it?
I'm gonna have to edit. Now I have to download the show and bleep that out.
Why?
You said the word.
What?
You said bones. All right, we'll be back next week with 193. Thank you for listening.